Let me bring in my guests now. Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Riju Datta, representing the TMC, Fuad Halim, spokesperson of CPIM, Jayanta Ghoshal, senior journalist, Gargi Nandi is a political analyst. Dr. Riju Datta, why did your government move the Supreme Court against handing over the case to CBI?
That's the legal right. Amit Shahji was also sent to prison by a specific judge. He moved the apex court, and then there's
No, are you saying that Sheikh Shahjahan is not guilty?
No.
That is the reason why the government is backing his...
Who am I to say that? Who am I to say that? The court of law will say that. I am nobody to call anybody guilty or not guilty. There has been accusations against him. The West Bengal government, the West Bengal administration has arrested him. They have arrested all the other primary accused, including Sheikh Shahjahan. We have brought him to book. Now, 2 days, there was medical, there was a procedural delay. In between, the administration went to Supreme Court, then High Court, then Supreme Court. All this delay happened when today High Court said he's handed over to the CBI. But my question is, when Pradhan Mantri Modi comes to Bengal and gives all these, rhetorics and dialogues with a small hint of a fake tear as well, my question is, we have walked the talk. Today morning, when Pradhan Mantri Modi was doing his rally, Mamata Banerjee has raised the monthly remuneration of Asha and Anganwadi
workers. Police took 5 days to find this man.
So,
Kolkata Police and Bengal Police took 52 days to find this man. And it does show that TMC was dragging its feet from the very beginning.
Listen, please, you are too senior a journalist to talk like this, because if I go by your logic, a criminal was absconding. The administration hands were tied by the High Court. When it was freed, he was arrested. But by your logic, then, is Narendra Modi responsible for Mehul Choksi and Nirav Modi after years after they have scammed the entire country sitting in abroad? What kind of logic is this? He was absconding. He was accused. Our hands were tied due to a technicality in the High Court. The High Court clarified the situation. We arrested the accused in 48 hours. We have done our part. Unlike BJP, who is giving rapists and molesters ticket to the parliament, whether it is Pawan Singh of Asansol, whether it is Brijbhushan Singh, or whether it is Shomik Bhattacharya from Bengal, all rapists and molesters are going to the parliament, but we are arresting our accused.
Okay. I'm just looking at the tweet which has been put out by the CID of West Bengal. It is talking about the procedure. It is talking about the standard operating procedure, which is about how the entire process of law should be followed, which has not been done this time around. Shazia Ilmi, what is your explanation? What was this impatient hurry?
So I hear with complete amazement, and I feel baffled as to the explanation that is being given by Riju Datta, the TMC spokesperson. Women, and not once did he mention the women who have accused this leader, Shahjahan, the Sheikh, so to speak, and his men. Not once did he mention what the women of that place are enduring, what they've been through, how they've been crying out for help, how the FIRs how they've been refused even a registration of the complaints that they're making, which are very, very serious in nature. The sordid tale that we all have to hear. I mean, about whatever little Bangla I understand, it just shakes me up every time I hear. It's very disturbing, and I think it's disturbing for all. But look at the spokesperson of TMC. With what temerity he talks about everything else but the facts of the case. The fact of the matter is that there was a summons by the ED, and that is why he was being there was a lookout notice for him, which is why the ED, after the ED summons, he went absconding. And who sheltered him all these days? Who gave him a safe haven? And now, just to prove this, because now my friend will say, no, nobody was protecting him. He was arrested later. Either the Bengal police was very incompetent or he was being harbored. And now Riju Datta says very happily and says, oh, he was, so what? Everybody has a right to go to Supreme Court. Yeah, you go to Supreme Court, but who does peerview or advocacy for you? West Bengal government. So there is one thing for every criminal to seek to go to a higher court and seek make a plea to Supreme Court. But when the West Bengal government insists that he should go to CID and refuses to hand over to CBI, and within an hour manages to
Shazia, the CID,
within an hour,
the CID has put out an explanation.
Maria, last 10 seconds, so it takes 1 hour for Mamata Banerjee government to move Supreme Court, where they get rejection. But it takes them more than 2 months and 3 months and even longer when it comes to the atrocities done by people against the women of Sandeshkhali.
Okay, Dr. Riju, the quick response and then I bring in others.
Yes, thank you. I would have accepted every word that Shahjahan ji said today. Unlike her boss, she is also having these fake tears. I believe Shahjahan ji stays in Delhi. Did she go and meet Shakshi Malik, who accused Bhushan Saran Singh of molestation?
Yes,
day after day.
No, don't run away from the topic. Many of the
Narendra Modi have the guts to go to
don't run away. The very fact that you're running away means that you have nothing to say. You're changing the topic. You are like a slippery heel. But I won't let you slip, my dear friend. I will hold you. I will hold you to it.
Okay, Riju, you don't have to scream and screech.
Sorry.
You can make your point.
No.
Patiently.
Try very hard.
Okay, Riju, you can make your point.
Brought back to this place.
Shazia, so can you. Let Riju speak. I'm coming back to you, Shazia. Riju, 30 seconds.
If Riju is trying to derail the topic, I'm just saying I will not allow him to obfuscate.
No, please. He has his own set of arguments. Let him give. You can talk about it, whatever you have to, after what he has said. Please go ahead, Riju.
Yes, thank you. Maria is conducting the debate. So who the hell is the BJP spokesperson?
No, please, Dr. Riju Datta.
What to say and what not to say?
Dr. Riju Datta, please, 30 seconds.
Look, I am saying this. We walk the talk. We empower women. Out of 4 Rajya Sabha, we have 3 women.
Okay.
Out of 198 Lok Sabha, they have sent only
Dr.
20.
Fuad Halim.
That is 14%.
Dr. Fuad Halim has someone who is in Calcutta, in Kolkata, I would say. The questions that have been raised by the BJP, many would say, is something that we are seeing play out. 52 days, this man was on the run. It is only after the Calcutta High Court scathing observation against the government that they started their action, and within 48 hours, he was arrested. So the question was that they knew very well, where is he? Where has he gone missing? My question then is this really an issue which you feel that Mamata Banerjee is on a back foot, or Trinamool Congress is on the back foot?
Well, I'll just reveal to you what happened at ground zero, that is Sandeshkhali. Since this morning, our party former MLA, Comrade Nirapada Sartar, has been traversing Sandeshkhali up and down with comrades, and after many days, the red flag is again flying there in Sandeshkhali. The Agricultural Workers Union, who raised the main demand since 2013, Nirapada Sartar has been raising in the assembly, that lands are being taken over by the Trinamool hoodlums. Farmlands are being inundated with salty water, so that fisheries and other types of what we call bheris are set up here, which are controlled by the hoodlums. The soil is destroyed. Agriculture is being affected. All these things that were being raised today on ground zero, Nirapada Sartar has been taking out possessions in the whole of Sandeshkhali. Number 2, you have to keep in mind that the women of Sandeshkhali who have led this movement, it is very poignant because all the visuals that you see, they were celebrating with Lal Abir, Lal Gulal that was there. So you see the groundswell and what is happening in Sandeshkhali today. Now, it's very interesting that you have the TMC spokesman and the BJP spokesman each talking to other with reference to each other. It's not a kind of surprise to us that the TMC spokesman actually puts forward an argument and buttresses with what Amit Shah did, and he goes on to say what happened in different parts of India by the BJP.
To your fellow India Bloc member.
All these things, please, I'm not disturbing you. Please be decent. Please be decent. My request. Now, this is the situation that is happening here in West Bengal. We have to understand the background. A TMC MLA has just resigned from his MLA-ship and is about to join the BJP in a few days. There was an inquiry at his residence a few days ago. And one has to understand that the way that the BJP is using these things and the way that the TMC leadership is jumping ship and going over to BJP, the people in West Bengal are fed up with this. And Sandeshkhali is an indicator of what is happening in the ground. ground.
So you're talking about
People are
Sandeshkhali,
identifying the BJP and
perhaps being about the larger Malays. But Riju Datta, will you respond quickly to Fuad Halim and then I bring in the analysts?
Okay, I will waste my airtime on the CPM, answering the CPM. See, the thing is, they tried to keep the pot boiling for the BJP. Today, the CPM men, the newspaper, Gano Shakti, had a full front page ad of Narendra Modi. So they are taking money from BJP all these days. They were taking it under the table. Now they are taking it openly. So it is the CPM who's sitting on the lap of the BJP trying to contest the TMC, the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. I welcome their this illegal nexus, this nonsensical nexus, and I hope they get one seat at least. And I challenge CPM to get one seat in the upcoming Lok Sabha. BJP though will defeat, leave it. I challenge the CPM to get one seat in the upcoming Lok Sabha out of 40.
Okay, so this challenging which is happening on air, I want to understand from Jayanto Ghoshal and Gargi Nandi. Is there a sense that TMC has not really walked the talk as far as rights to women are concerned? You have a woman chief minister in Mamata Banerjee. That's what the BJP is constantly raising. I mean, you have a woman at the helm of affairs, but why are women in Sandeshkhali facing the atrocities and not being given justice?
Maria, should I come?
Yes, Gargi Nandi, go ahead.
Okay, thank you for inviting me, Maria. You know, there is not one Sandeshkhali in Bengal. There are several Sandeshkhalis. And the greatest quality of Mamata Banerjee is that she always protects her own goons. And you have to understand the politics of Bengal. Obviously, industries were driven away by the CPM when they were there. And whatever Tata and everything was driven away by Mamata Banerjee. So there is abject poverty, which leads to a lot of violence. And in these lands, there are goons who ensured political victory to Mamata Banerjee, and they are great in collection of money. So Shahjahan, Sheikh or Shibu Hajra, they are just few names. You have to understand who are protected and given shelter by the administration, because you have heard that nobody were allowed to vote. People used to go to the polling booth where they would just put the ink marks and send back. So out of 70,000 Zilla Parishad seats, they got 67,000. 67,000 vote unko mil jata hai. So this is the reason they were given free run. Whatever they did, they became the Bahubalis of area. And Maria, let me tell you that this is that always if you ask TMC, they will do whataboutery. They are stuck at Brij Bhushan. Brij Bhushan's case is sub judice. I don't know. And CPM here today is talking how much politically CPM is gaining. Are we discussing what a political gain, or are we talking about the women of Bengal? And Maria, in 2021, why I'm saying that there is not one Sandeshkhali, I myself, I came in touch with a girl who had to flee from her area in a village in Panduvech, and this is Asansol. He just spoke. You know, she is still not able to go back to her village. Same thing
but
happened
Gargi
in that
Nandi,
village.
but Gargi Nandi, you know, the TMC can turn back and say that the BJP and their allies made this a talking point in the elections which was held 3 years ago, and we saw what happened. The TMC won with a landslide. So electoral victories is a validation of the policies of the government of Mamata Banerjee. Jayanto Ghoshal, quickly.
Maria, give me 10 seconds. Also,
yes, please, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. See, electoral victory, how they got the electoral victory. See, you are not allowed to go out and vote. You know, people are threatened. The Bahini of the TMC go to houses door to door and say, don't come out on the day of election. Half the people will not go out of fear.
Gargi, and let's not get into that space, because, you know, then it will be, Fuad Halim will also have much to explain, because before Mamata Banerjee, it was the CPIM government. Jayanto Ghoshal, please.
They did the
I'm going to come back to you, ma'am, please. Yes, Jayanto Ghoshal.
My political analysis is this Sandeshkhali has created an opportunity for BJP to be aggressive against the ruling regime. The Ma Mati Manush was the slogan. So now it is Mission Bengal. In 2019, Narendra Modi's party, BJP, got 18 seats. 2021, it was Assembly. And 2019, it was more with Jai Sri Ram. But now the strategy has changed. And you know, today, Prime Minister, he has given an eloquent speech. He's a good speaker. He's a popular leader. And very carefully, very intelligently, BJP and Prime Minister himself, it is making a woman issue also, because woman, Ma, that is also major segment of Trinamool Congress vote bank. So now, and you know, this Prime Minister is raising the name of, he has mentioned Rani Rashmani, Ma Sharoda. Maybe these characters are not very popular in the Hindi heartland. But for a Bengali Asmita, the Bengali identity, it is very important names, and deliberately and carefully, it's a very laboratory Bengal has become a part of this Mission Bengal, and it's a very difficult. But here there is a caveat I have as an analyst. I am not wearing any jersey. You know, among the other states, I think Mamata Banerjee is very intelligent and very, a strategic leader. On women issue, she is also understanding the fault lines. And you know, this polarization politics, Hindu, Muslim, all issues. Even Prime Minister has mentioned the tribal issues also today. And now, immediately, Mamata is not in inaction. Now Mamata Banerjee is taking action because now joint rally Mamata and Abhishek on Women's Day issue. So women issues she is also trying to address. On 10th, already she has announced a brigade rally. So it's a really developing situation. And I don't know
you
whether
see
it's
this as a developing
50-50
situation.
battle. I don't know.
But
whether
would you
BJP
say
will
then,
increase or
Shahjahan,
decrease, I don't know.
the point
but
here
it's a major battle. And it's a disadvantage
yes, of course, it's a contest.
TMC.
And it will be watched very, very closely because it's a very important battle which is playing out in Bengal. 18 seats in 2019 did come as a surprise to one and all. Analysts like you and even political parties. You know, Shazia Ilmi, here is Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister, who this morning announced that there would be an extra amount that will be going into the pockets of those women who help the government. So, you know, so it's very, very clear that she has a plan. You cannot really put her in a corner by raising the issue of Sandeshkhali.
And she cannot also use this the doles of charity that she wants to give to Anganwadi workers and others as a defense against her complete lack of response or a failure at handling the Sandeshkhali crisis. It works both ways. So she can't cover up or camouflage what has happened there because something terrible happened there and it was for everybody to see. It's a matter of 50 women and some of them have had very gory stories to tell. It's a very sad, sordid story, a tale of how Bengal is run and parts of Bengal are run, how goons have taken over, how women are picked up from their houses and taken to political offices where they're politically exploited and raped, about how the men feel helpless, how women are checked out, so to speak, on the basis of what they look like and accordingly taken hostage. These are very sad stories.
No, but
so this will not go down
government,
very easily. She cannot
which
let
has
this
only
down.
recently, Shazia Ilmi, announced 4% hike in DA, more funds for Kanya Shri, Lakshmi Bandar schemes for women. And she has announced monthly allowance also for women. So how fair is it to just look at it from one prism?
Well, you know, the fact of the matter is she has announced these schemes, but something that is staring at our faces are these visuals. How media is being beaten up, how women, how the police, Bengal Police refuses to even register FIRs, how NHRC is being shown the door, how ED team is being beaten up,
Maria,
how National Women's Commission is being told off. Let me finish. How National Women's Commission is being told off. How NHRC members are being told to get away. How ED members are being
Riju Datta, you have to be patient.
Team,
I'm coming to you. You have to be patient. Yes.
How the Calcutta High Court, the words used by Calcutta High Courts, how they are being ignored.
Yes, I'm going to ask that to Riju Datta again. Riju Datta, you know, High Court, and this is not for the first time it is saying so, that your police is totally biased, and the High Court of Calcutta had called for a fair, honest and complete investigation into the allegations against Sheikh Shahjahan.
Let there be an honest investigation.
Yes, let there be an honest investigation.
No,
yes.
let me finish.
But did you protect him? In all those 52 years, did the state government protect him? Let there be investigation. I'm in all agreement with it. But why did you protect him for 52 days?
Is Narendra Modi protecting Mehul Chokshi?
Okay, these are the visuals of Shahjahan Sheikh being taken to the CBI office on your television screens. Go ahead, Riju Datta.
Yeah,
go ahead, Riju Datta, and talk about everything else but what we are seeing on screen.
Okay, Riju Datta now, please. Riju Datta, go ahead.
Not about Sandeshkhali women. Yes, Riju Datta, do exactly what you said.
Shazia, please be patient. He was listening to you. You have to extend the same courtesy.
I heard him. He was not talking about this.
You have to extend the same courtesy.
Not allow him to run away.
You have to extend the same courtesy, Shazia. Only Riju Datta on the screen now, please.
Thank you very much. I have heard enough of the theatrics of the BJP here on your show, but my question is, when is these theatrics? When the day before yesterday, a pregnant woman was gang raped and murdered in Madhya Pradesh, double engine. Wow, where is these theatrics? When Narendra Modi cannot talk about Yogi Adityanath, the rape capital of India, every day 8 rapes, 2 minor girls were gang raped and hanging from the tree. We are walking the talk. The problem is अंधेरी नगरी चौपट राजा और रोज बजा रहा है उनके चमचों का नारी शक्ति का बाजा. They will not do anything for the women. They will not protect women. They will only do theatrics, and their boss will shed crocodile tears and give rhetorics, empty rhetorics.
You don't have to be so upset and angry on a television debate.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm stating the facts. Can you deny me these facts? Can you deny the fact that MP of
Riju,
Can you deny the fact that you running away from the topic?
The fact is here that here is someone who's an accused. He's a TMC functionary, and your government opposed the handing over of the case to the CBI only when the Calcutta High Court said no, nothing doing. You will not get any support from, the case has to be investigated by the CBI. That you understood that there was no way out. So my question is very straight, Riju Datta. Forget about elections. It's about justice for these women. Will justice be given by the woman chief minister of Bengal?
Look, let me give you a fact. Let me give you a fact first. The fact is, as we are speaking...
Gargi, you don't have to scream, please. Yes, go ahead.
I'll give you a fact. Sheikh Shahjahan has been arrested.
Yes.
Sheikh Shahjahan was in CID custody. Now today he has gone to CBI custody. Even the Pradhan Mantri met the women today. Do you know, Maria, do you have the record? NDTV has a very strong archive. How many sexual cases have actually been filed to the West Bengal Police as of now today? 2. 2
yes,
cases only,
exactly.
And not a single one against Sheikh Shahjahan. Not a single one against Sheikh Shahjahan. Why did these women not complain to the Prime Minister or to the Governor or to the NHRC or to the leader of opposition? Why they have not filed their cases? 2 cases of sexual abuse against Uttam Chhabdar and Shibu Hajra, but not a single case of sexual abuse.
Okay, Riju, you have made your point. Gargi Nandi now, and then the last word to Shazia Ilmi. Go ahead, Gargi Nandi.
Yeah. See, Riju, what he's saying, the women of Sandeshkhali told when they went to the police station, nobody took their complaint.
That was before.
No. Listen, Shibu Hajra.
Riju, please don't scream. This is NDTV. We do not like shouting and screaming, please. Everybody gets their time to speak. No, Riju Datta, you're not screaming on my show, please. Gargi Nandi. Patiently, 30 seconds. Calmly.
Maria Shibu Hajra was arrested after the woman went to the magistrate and under 164 she had to give the statement. Then the police was compelled. Now also the regime has been pushed against the wall. So they have handed over Shahjahan, otherwise they are protecting. Joyantudha spoke about Ma Mati Manush. Let me tell you that Ma Mati Manush have been betrayed. Mothers are crying in Bengal, and Mati, there is absolute land grabbing by Landaria, and Manush have been cheated. Their jobs are stolen.
Because she has got a written dialogue from BJP party office, she has to say it on
Okay, now, Shazia, you heard what Riju had to say. And there is a tweet that was put out by Derek O'Brien. I'm going to ask that question to you. And this is a question that's coming from the TMC. Why are there 51 cases of crimes against women every hour?
Yes, there are crimes against women every hour, and they're reported. I think it's a matter of great shame. And we have to do everything possible that we can in terms of our law and order, in terms of prevention, in terms of providing safer spaces for women. But does that take away? And how is it connected with what the women of Sandeshkhali are going through? What is the connection? Is whataboutery the answer?
Yeah, there's no
running away
answer.
from the
Yes,
topic
I
and talking
agree
about
with you.
something else the answer?
Whataboutery cannot be an answer, but Fuad Halim, you wanted to come in, please.
I just want to put two facts on
Amit Shah is
record.
incompetent.
The first fact I want to put on record is that our party comrade and leader, Comrade Nirapada Sardar, was arrested on a complaint filed by Shibu Hazra, who was later arrested by the West Bengal Police. His complaint reached the Thana as per the court records on the 10th of February, and Nirapada Sardar, our former MLA, was arrested on the 9th. Now, that is how proactive the nexus of the police with the criminals are in Sandeshkhali. And we are fighting that on the ground. The women are fighting it. They have won a great battle over there, and they are continuing to fight this battle out. The BJP wants to step in, but there are late rumor of that. And the Prime Minister, whatever wants to take a position on that, is definitely be reflective of his behavior. And it's very, very surprising. You know, Shibu Hazra is somebody who's been arrested by the West Bengal Police on complaints of women who have been raped and who have been assaulted, and crimes have been perpetrated against them. And it's the same Shibu Hazra's complaint that the police is using to hounding our comrades in Sandeshkhali. 117 of our comrades have been named in his complaint, and the police are harassing them, not allowing them to go to the women who against whom atrocities have been perpetrated. We are fighting this on the ground. As I said earlier, today, since this morning, Comrade Nirapada Sardar and our comrades are there in ground zero. They are representing the fight of the women. They are representing the fight of the agricultural laborers, the people who have lost their lands to these goons, and that fight will continue.
You know, let's not use women's bodies and their dignity again and again to fight political wars. If their women's bodies are not political battleground.
What did your MP from Barabanki do?
Shaji, I think so. You need to tell Narendra Modi that he's got a larger perspective and more questions to answer than anybody else.
That does not take away the
at this
fact.
point of time.
And
let's respect the women of Sandeshkhali. The women of Sandeshkhali have
somebody who was involved in a ration scam, and how she allowed women
if you
of
look at the
Bengal
visuals,
suffer for so many days. It does not take away from the fact that those questions remain, and no matter how much you indulge in this circuitry and whataboutery, these questions will remain and haunt everybody in this country, particularly people of West Bengal and all others who are watching the pathetic show for everybody to see as to how women are being treated and how unheard they are and how distressed they are.
Since it is the TMC government which has much to explain, I want to understand from you, Dr. Riju Datta, you are facing questions about trying to protect someone who is an accused of a very, very gruesome crime. Could the state government have not shielded him and made it about justice for these women who took a lot of courage to come out and report?
I am amazed at how a senior journalist like you have asked me that question. Does BJP or
Thank you so much for telling me that I'm a very, very senior journalist, and that is the reason why I can ask straight questions, and I'm doing that to you.
And my answer to you is, does NDTV or BJP has any valid evidence that it was Trinamool who was shielding Sheikh Shahjahan? By that same logic, is Narendra Modi and BJP?
I mean, do you really think
52 days?
Do you judge everybody by your standards of intelligence?
52 days, and Abhishek Banerjee is saying that they are waiting for clarity to emerge from the Calcutta High Court. Okay, let's look at just the sequence of events. Chronology samajiye here. About only when the Calcutta High Court said that he has no protection and said that why has he not been arrested, that your police acted, and within 48 hours he was arrested.
So the police
if
did
you
the job,
wanted, you could have taken action much in advance. Thank you so much for joining us, Shazia Elmi, Dr. Riju Datta, Dr. Fuad Halim, Jayanta Ghoshal and Gargi Nandi.